Hi, DM Andy here. This week, an unconventional introduction. Last episode, the party defeated the UNT abomination in the final room of the Secret Society headquarters. Seyda raged and pulped Mr. Naja, the DM's key NPC and source of this story arc. Finally, they were left with an unopened treasure chest. About a third into this episode, we have to catch up on experience points and leveling up the characters, also getting some treasure and magic items and dividing it. If you are a D&D player yourself, a completist, or you like the pod for the hangout quality, you'll be fine. But warning, it's nerdy. Although we're focused on story and entertainment, we do try to keep a good balance of game mechanics, and these episodes will pop up from time to time. We appreciate all our listeners, and if you have a moment, please share your favourite episode somehow. Or if you listen on iTunes, give it a rating or review, anything like that. Again, thank you very much, and bye for now.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Hey guys, I found a ring.
Try it on.
Looks quite nice. It's like made of silver, but it's not the silver ring.
It's not the silver ring, but it is made of silver. Does anyone have, detect magic?
I cast Detect Magic.
It is not magic.
This is not magic.
Alright, I'm keeping it then.
I cast Detect Magic on the treasure chest.
Yeah, it is definitely magical with a large focus of power on the, what it looks like the lock mechanism. So large that you consider it may be trapped.
I think this lock is trapped. Magically.
Yeah, it is. I hit it and I fell down.
Oh, right.
I
wasn't in here.
Oh, well, I was on the ground when you came in. You didn't bother to ask. Is there... I'm looking around the room. What else is in here? Just this chest? And
there is a large natural cavern stretching off into the darkness. Oh, there's back the way you came. You're sitting around the thing where the box, where the desk and the man once was, and the rest is like pickaxes and tools and abandoned construction.
I tried to lift up the chest.
Just lift it up to look underneath, or hold it up above your head.
I pick it up with my legs, not my back.
Interesting. What's your strength score? Your actual attribute?
My strength ability score is 18.
An 18 strength. Your thigh muscles could definitely grip around a box. You could roll on your back and get that up for sure. Only the lowest difficulty class of 12, and let's do it off your strength bonus.
Roll a d20.
Yeah, it should have +4 at 18, right?
Yes.
So you've got +4, and you just have to get 12 or above to do it.
Nope. 4 plus 4 is 8.
You sit down in front of the box. You stretch your short legs around the end of the box, because I already said it's about 3 feet wide at the front.
Right.
And you grab it between your legs. You clench your thighs and your glutes as hard as you can. You start to rock back to lift it up in the air.
Wait a second. I thought for a second that you meant using your legs.
That is what I meant.
Not
Right.
your back, as in just
Right.
Hey,
muscle squatting.
DM just took control of my character and made him do something
No.
ridiculous.
The DM interpreted your action as you stated it. and we have a rule about not interrupting the resolving it and changing back time.
Continue.
What you should have said was, I pick up the chest and I put my legs into it, or some sort of usual English that human beings speak.
Why would he kick the chest?
All right, let's
He's
not
putting
team
his
up on
legs
the
into
DM.
it.
Well, what has happened has
The
happened.
DM responds to
Wow.
English.
Garrick, you look really weird.
This is the real... Well, it's not finished yet. You rock back,
We're not finished
trying
humiliating
to pivot. Shut up. Trying to pivot and get it, above your head and your feet of strength. However, your legs slip off and you sort of do 3 backwards, sort of roly-polies along the ground and end up sitting there next to Seyda.
I'm such a silly boy.
Why would you do that? That makes no sense.
I didn't have control over myself.
Yes, you did. That was your action that you stated.
What's the chest made out of? Is it wood?
Wood? It's a wooden
All right,
chest with metal banding.
Fuck it. I'm using warp wood, and I'm just kind of pulling it open like Ace Ventura crawling out of the
So what do you cast?
the rhino butt. Warp wood.
You cast Warp Wood, and nothing happens. Its magical strength or spell that's on it prevents you from warping it.
Oh my god. Is there a dispel magic? I don't know what it would be called in D&D.
I think it's called Dispel Magic.
Is it really? Okay.
Maybe it's above your pay grade.
It might be.
Garrick, would you like to try and pick it up the usual way
Oh,
now?
wow. Yeah. That's a 4th level spell, right?
I stand up and I say, I've had better ideas than that. So I walk over and I try to do it the normal way.
You pick it up and raise it above your head.
Oh.
A Herculean feat, because it's massive chest.
All right, let's just walk out with this.
Let's just take it back to town.
I'm kind of done here.
I'm not really sure what it is, but
Wait,
yeah.
you guys don't want to explore this giant cavern right in front of us?
I mean, yeah, we go through there and leave, I think.
All right.
Well, I want to try to feel out my surroundings because I'm a dwarf and I'm underground and I have natural senses to where exits are.
You do. Okay, you quickly go ahead with your dark vision.
Right.
And a
And
chest.
Above my head.
above your head. And after a quick explore, you find that this natural cavern ends, just a couple of 40 or 50 feet into the shadows. It just comes to a natural end, and there are no other corridors leading out of here, except for some sort of tiny small holes where water is leaking in and leaking out a bit. It's a bit damp down the other end, but basically this is the last place down here.
All right, we're going to have to crawl out through these tiny holes, guys.
Are you satisfied, Seyda? Or sorry, Hjani, that you checked the room as well as you could have?
What are you trying to say about my room checking skills?
I was in the next room. I don't know what was going on, but I'm not trying to say nothing. But maybe
Well,
I'll give it a twice over. The room with the chest in it. The murder room.
So let me... you were out the room when I did the explanation. So what this is it's a huge natural cavern that has been half fashioned into a hall. So down one end was a desk, and next to it is the chest, and Mr. Narja was sitting there, and there's some tools and plans and things around there. And then as you go down this sort of squared off hall, it then comes to the unconstructed part where it sort of tapers and it's like a natural cavern. And apart from the end of the cavern, which Garrick just confirmed is a dead end, the only other way in or out is back the way you came, but it's otherwise featureless.
No, all right. Did we rifle through notes and everything, see if there was anything he needed or we needed?
I rifled through his remains.
Manto's licking up Mr. Narja's blood off the floor happily.
I'm still a little bit woozy. I don't really know what's happening, but I go and look at the plans and things on the wall.
Yeah, it seems like we may have overlooked something. I'm going in there and I'm just kind of searching around.
Yeah, it's a shame we don't have someone to tell us what's going on.
I look a little bit sheepish.
There is the plans on the wall, like architectural pencil drawings of the plans for this underground thing, and you see that the plans included 2 more levels beneath and a huge sprawling secret base under the hillside.
Cool.
I woozily stumble back to the study and also have a little mooch around in there.
Okay, well, if you guys haven't got any ideas or found any spells on your list that might pertain to this box, we could do the experience and the leveling up.
Well, I say we take the box back to town.
Yeah, I can carry
You're
it.
carrying it, right? Okay.
Above my head.
You start off by carrying it above your head and going back into the study, right? To have a second thing, and you use that as your resting point again, right? So now you can get a break. So the DM is saying we can fast forward a night's sleep, do the experience points, and other revelations, right? So
So basically, okay, so we were trying to go to sleep. A snake came. We killed it. We then killed a person. And then we're like, you know what? I'm still kind of tired. Let's go
I'm
back
pretty
and take...
sleepy. It's tiring being really angry.
Yeah, I didn't sleep at all.
right,
No,
so
I didn't sleep at all.
so you go back to the study, you barricade the door with the chest, you all collapse onto the sofas and sleep. Seyda, by the way, the 6'4" female human barbarian from the plains, is absolutely stained head to foot. Every part of her body is sort of sprayed sort of red, green, and with small bone fragments and things. You're just absolutely covered in the stuff. Just thought that's what you see. So obviously you're probably sleeping down the other end of the room to the others. But there are rugs on the floor in this study, remember?
Before we
They used to be clean rugs.
Yes.
before we go to sleep, why don't we heal up? Anybody need some healing?
I do need healing.
But sleep heals.
All right, I'm Ket.
Not really.
I don't know how we rule on that.
When you're in nature, under the sun and everything, and I occasionally allow a couple of hit points back, but I don't always.
Okay.
Not like a 20.
If you're having like a brief catch up sleep deep under the ground in the cold study, then no.
So I'll cast what is it? I cast Cure Light Wounds on Seyda, the
Okay.
cheese grater.
Snake grater.
1d8 plus 5, right?
Don't be a hater.
It's 5 plus 5 is 10.
You can freestyle.
Okay.
So what was that altogether? Sorry,
5 plus 5 is 10.
10 points back. So Seyda, how much damage did you take?
I took 11.
Okay, that's
I'm back
pretty
up
good.
to 55 from 58.
Anybody else?
Are you damaged, Hjani?
No.
Okay.
At least not physically.
How about you, Billicus?
I'm okay.
Do you want some more hit points, Seyda?
I guess I
You're
need
one
3.
short, right?
All right. Okay. Well, I don't have many spells left, but I can do Virtue. And I cast Virtue, and you gain 1 temporary hit point.
Temporary one.
Temporary.
I mean,
It's a 0 level spell.
does Billicus have any good berries?
Sure. Yes. Yes, he does.
You didn't appreciate
You should.
that?
Right. You should
I
have
did.
said
I did
thank you.
appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you. And I do feel a lot more virtuous. I feel better about having squished a snake man.
Right.
Like, I feel it was a good thing to do.
Do you cast good berries?
I cast good berry. 2d4 berries.
And each one will magically restore 1 hit point when eaten. So
Yes.
flip 2d4.
I do have a little bit of a
So-
good berry habit now.
A 2
3.
and a 2.
Exactly
So
what I
4.
need.
So you eat the good berries.
Yes, and I'm back up to full health.
The Untitled Abomination, you now know they have around 70 hit points. And they have a scimitar plus 13, and they have some spells and abilities too. So just keep that in mind in case you do or maybe meet one or more than one in the future sometime.
Cool.
You now have an idea, the appropriate level of care or reaction if you meet them again. But
Rip their arms out. That seems to work.
yeah,
Snakes shouldn't have arms. I mean, I guess that's why they're an abomination.
And
that's
they're
right.
the top of the snake hierarchy. If someone told us that, was it the
You read
crazy-
it in the now you've become a snake serpent guy manual or
Right.
whatever. So a did we give experience points for the big upstairs fight?
Nope.
Nope.
We didn't, did
I don't
we?
believe so.
I don't think we even gave experience points for
Any of the whole
Yeah.
assault thing, did we?
Yeah.
I think we did for the thugs on the bridge, I think. But anyway, I'm going to do it this way. Because for the listeners out there, the episodes don't necessarily reflect the sessions, because we make a few episodes at a time in a session, and sometimes we have a long break between them. Probably a bunch of listeners have noticed that and scream and shout at the MP3 player or whatever about inconsistencies. But the UNT Abomination itself is challenge rating 7, and I have specifically brought the Dungeon Master's Guide this week to make sure I'm not estimating it and it's for real. Experience points for a challenge rating 7 creature. While I'm just looking this up, you guys are in the study just sort of like calming down and thinking about what happened the day before on the whole assault. What are you chatting about while I look this up?
I'm snoring really loudly. Like, really loudly.
I'm talking to no one, but saying, I think my mother has a narcissistic personality disorder.
My arms are tired.
Are you still holding the chest above your head?
I'm trying to sleep, but still hold it at the same time, but it's not working. And I'm like, how can this work? What can I do?
I think maybe you should wrap your legs around it.
I already tried that, and weird things happened.
Okay, a challenge rating 7 monster. This is for the nerds out there. This is Dungeon Master's Guide 3.5, page 38, table 2.6, experience point awards, single monster. Challenge rating 7, average party level 6, because no, because 2 of you are 5, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's say 5. I scroll across and I see the number 3,000. Now, that's a start, and we've got to split this up. Somebody write 3,000 down. Mr. Narja does count, even though he held his hands up and you butchered him. He has been and in case the listener thinks this reward sounds really overpowered for that guy who just sat there, he has been an antagonist for several episodes. He ambushed the party back in the district of Anvil when you were trying to first find the society. The snake, he orchestrated this base, and he was, directing everything and linked with this abomination. So I'm going to give his actual full value, which is 600 points to add to the 3,000. Then upstairs, you did the Viper, the Half-Blood, and 10 minions, right? Mm-hmm. 12 minions, including the 2 you dragged out. So I'm going to throw another 2,000 on for that. So what's the total amount there?
5,600.
Okay, and there's 4 of you. So that is 1,400 each, right? I think due to things like landing 4 arrows in one attack, barbarian rages, getting right in there with the mace was a successful hit off the bat. I think everyone, and the cool lightning, everyone used unique abilities, good ideas, and they paid off. So everyone can also have a 500 each overall bonus for the entire assault on the chateau, from when you cross the bridge to when you reach the house to, defeating the abomination. I'm going to give you another 500 each, role play and skill bonuses.
So we're saying 1,900?
1,900 each, yeah.
Total 1,900?
Yep.
Yeah, each.
So whatever you are plus 1900.
I'm going to start with Billicus. So you have now reached level 6.
Yay!
However, because of your ninja manual and your recent experiences and all the things you've been observing and the knowledge you've been gathering, Are you going to make the decision to go to Druid level 6 or to add a level Rogue multiclass?
I think that storyline-wise, it would make sense for me to go and multi-class.
Yeah, I think it would be, as a DM note out there for the listeners again, as a DM generally, I'm not a big multi-class guy, actually,
As
to
a
be
player,
honest.
neither am I.
And however, in the storyline, Billicus, who was very impressed by the ninjas and the thieves, he read the manual, he was very enamored with it, and I think it fits our storyline well. And I think this is a good example of where, I like the idea of you doing that. So we're going to come back to you for the details of your level up. The others will be quicker because I have the previously prepared notes. Now, Seyda, who is level 6 barbarian, needed 21,000 to go to 7.
I now have 22,575.
And Hjani needed 21 as well to go to level 7.
And I'm 22,781.
I do have some disappointments for you, though, because level 7 is one of those in-between ones, which is in between the feat and a few things don't happen. Let me start with Seyda. So no feat or extra ability point this level, but your maximum skill ranks are now 10. You can add 10 ranks to a class skill and 5 to a non-class skill or cross-class skill. Your base attack goes up to +7 and +2 for a second or offhand attack.
7 and +2.
Yeah, which is up +1, right, from before. So you get another +1 onto all your attacks there.
Nice.
Your saving throws, exactly the same, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Your skills, you get 5 more points to add to ranks. And again, for listeners who are unfamiliar with, if you don't play Pathfinder or 3.5, if it's your class skill, one of these points gets 1 rank or +1 to the dice roll. And if it's a non-class skill or a cross-class skill, you need to spend 2 to get 1. Your hit dice. So you get another 1d12 +2, and we re-roll 1s to avoid comedy level weak characters. That's our rule. You can but you can roll a 2, right? And Seyda historically has had just a string of amazing rolls on this.
You say that now, and it's going to be a 2.
I'm trying to jinx you on purpose.
Yeah, I know.
I'm being mean DM today.
Is this because I squished Mr. Naga?
Mr. Narja.
Mr. Naga.
Narja Lapis, the local prince of the... let's not get into that now. It'll never be known. Go on, roll the dice.
Okay, so 1d12 +2. 1.
So you can re-roll 1s, yeah.
That's because you jinxed me. 11
fuck
+2.
you, players.
Oh my god.
Wow.
So +13 to my HP.
So your maximum hit points now goes up to...
8. Hang on, I've got you can't rush me on doing the maths.
Can't make Seyda do basic maths.
No, I'm illiterate. Well, no, I'm
Ah,
not.
see?
Finally.
I'm innumerate. I can't do math. I can read. I can't do numbers. 8 and 3 is 12. Is 72.
So at level 7, so you've averaged just over 10 points per level. Which, for anyone who thinks that sounds overpowered, actually, it's a D12 hit dice with +2 of Constitution. So you can get up to 14 per level. So you're in the top sort of the top third. Seyda, good news. You get a new Barbarian ability.
Ooh.
Damage Reduction 1. This will stack over time, but at the moment, Damage Reduction 1 means now all attacks on you have a -1 to damage.
Ooh.
Because of your toughness and rage. And that's it for you. Hjani.
Yes.
Again, max skill ranks up to 10 and 5 for
yep.
cross-class. As a fighter, you're in the same sort of category for base attack. So your base attack goes up to +7 for your main attack and +2 for your second attack. Mm-hmm. Saves are the same. No bonus feat this round, unfortunately. That's the next level. You get 2 points to add on to your skills.
2 whole points.
Yeah, and for the listener, that's determined by class and also by intelligence bonus. That's why there's some differences here. Barbarians, like rogues, are high skill point classes. Mm-hmm. And your hit dice is 1d10 plus no constitution bonus.
No constitution bonus.
Roll a d10 and discard
D10.
ones.
All right. 7.
7 more hit points. Good roll.
Not too bad.
So what's your maximum now?
So it was 35, so now it should be 42.
42. Okay, so you got the attack bonus increase, the hit points, and a couple of skill points to spend for this level.
But no feet, no...
No, it's a bit of a, I think 5 and 7 are the kind of,
Whatever.
the less impressive ones, yeah.
All right.
Before
we get back to Billicus, Garrick, just to keep track of it, what is now your total experience points and what level are you?
All right, I think I did the calculations correctly. I need to reach 15,000 to gain my 6th level.
Right.
And right now I'm at 12,901.
Great. And again, for the sort of more sort of nerdy side of gaming, for listeners out here who like super into the game, not just for the entertainment value, when we have a new character joins the party in an ongoing game, we make him 1 level down from the general level of the party and starting at just like 1 point over what you get. You were level 5. Billicus was level 5, but he was almost at level 6. He's been playing with the group a while. So you started at level 5.
I started at level 4.
Yeah, that's right. When you started, the party was level 5. So we brought you in at level 4.
We were so young back then.
Yeah. So Garrick came in at level 5 with like just 1 point above what you needed to be 5.
Yeah, but you guys, you're not going to look down upon me, right?
Well,
not figuratively.
I left that wide open. No one took it. Okay.
I took it because we're in the middle of
Yeah.
we're in the middle of a timeout, like a statistics session, so that the DM can join in. Okay, now to Billicus. Now I will need the player's handbook. So what I have to do now is work out what a first level rogue gets and add it to Billicus. So Billicus, you are a 6th level character between 5 levels on druid and 1 level on rogue. Here is what you now get for leveling up as a rogue. First of all, at first level, a rogue has +2 on reflex, and not for the others. So your reflex save goes up by +2. So your base now goes up by 2, bringing your total reflex save to
5.
Okay. So that's the first one. The next one is your hit dice is D6 for a rogue. Do you have a constitution bonus?
+1.
So roll 1d6 +1 to see how many hit points you got for leveling up. Not including ones.
5 +1 is 6.
You get 6 more hit points.
Nice.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Bringing you to a maximum of how many now? Because usually you get like
36.
36. Oh, it's good. At 6th level, your max ranks become 9 and 4.5 for cross-class. Although, I mean, technically in real life it works as 4. Rogues get quite good. Each level they get 8 points plus intelligence modifier. So what's your intelligence modifier?
+2.
So you get 10 points to spread across your existing skills. And here's the next thing. The special abilities of a rogue at level 1 include sneak attack plus 1d6. So if you attack someone who is flanked or unaware of you, or you have surprise, you add 1d6 damage to your attack.
Okay.
And also, you get trap finding.
That is a skill, right?
That is a
It is not a skill.
special ability, the second column down on the back there. And what it means is rogues and only rogues can use the search skill to locate traps when the task has a difficulty class higher than 20. So that's all your level up
Okay,
bonuses.
so now anytime I want to put a point into any of these checked skills, it costs 1 point.
Exactly.
Okay.
I am going to call you Sneakercus from now on.
And you notice something, Billicus, which is as you wake up the next day, over 8 hours later, the chest does not appear to be, emanating any magical feels to you anymore.
All right.
I was sleeping
Are we
with it,
are we
by the
back
way.
in? Are we back in the game now?
And that brings us back into the game.
Guys, something has changed about this chest.
It's mine now. That's what has changed.
Something's changed about you. You look a lot. You look a bit more rogue-like.
I feel sneakier.
Yeah, you look kind of shady to me.
Well, absolutely nothing happened to me. So
When you all wake up, by the way, you see Billicus is already up, quietly sitting on the couch with Manto curled up beside him, studying hard at his How to Be a Ninja Assassin, an awesome ninja assassin
Has he
manual.
got something tied around his head, like a little ninja bandana?
It's a rope.
It's a rope,
You can
like
use it now.
like one of the Japanese festival things.
yeah.
A piece of rope around your head. That's what you see. He's been studying.
It's better than that noose I've had around my neck.
well, hey, how about you try your new skills at this? And I toss him the chest.
I would love to. Thank you for making me have to allocate these skills now when I can't do this.
A huge sea chest crashes before your feet. And as you do so, as it crashes down, the lock shatters and it opens. Whatever spell was cast on it was cast on it, like by the Abomination or Mr. Narja, as you approached. It wasn't a permanent glyph or charm.
Ta-da!
Wow, you're good.
Oh my goodness.
So let's go through what's in the box.
Hey everybody, sea chest.
What?
Now, something exciting is going to happen. First of all, I'll tell you what's just in it in a fixed amount. But then each of you is going to have to get to roll twice
Yes.
for randomized magic items, as well as the things that are in here, because you're in the big time now at level 7. So first of all, there's some magic items and treasure just hanging out in the box. But then I'm going to let everyone, that's why I brought the DM's guide, just roll a randomized roll for another thing you find for yourself.
Cool.
It can go either way, but we'll see. Let's start with, inside this chest, this is what you guys see, and you can write it down, divide it how you like. There are 2,600 gold pieces, filling the lower half of this huge chest. Then you also find 4 black pearls in a case, worth 450 gold pieces each. Next, there are 3 kind of art pieces. A gaudy bejeweled dagger worth 500 gold pieces, which you could also possibly stab people with.
Daggers are strength weapons, right?
Sorry? Strength, yeah.
Okay.
Unless you throw them, but this one
really
would,
gotta find a
would
dex
no
weapon.
way throw accurately. It's just a kind of ornamental. And then there is a painting of some kind with a gold inlay in the frame worth 200 gold pieces. You examine it, it appears to be a portrait of someone with suspiciously snake-like features. And finally, out of the art objects, a silver chalice worth 100 gold pieces.
I take the silver chalice. I'm going to get crunk with it.
How much was the gold inlay painting?
It was worth 200 gold pieces. Yeah, Billicus will exclusively drink out of an oversized
Yes. From now
silver
on.
chalice while wearing many rings. Okay, now also in there are 4 magic items, 3 minor, 1 major. And this is not including the exciting random rolling we're going to be doing. So the first one is a wand. And after examination by our magical characters, it is a wand of levitation with 15 charges.
We could make Manto levitate.
The wand can levitate.
That's all it does.
Yeah.
There it
2
goes.
times.
It's like letting go of a balloon.
It's kind of like flying, so you're limited to up to 2 feet off the ground where you cast it, basically, and it's very slow hovering. Then there is this is coincidental because I calculated the treasure, did a bit of random rolling myself to fit the level and amount. It's a potion of bark skin plus 2
Ooh.
with one drink
I'd
available,
take
one
that.
dose.
Sorry, guys. I'm kind of like
You look
this
good
Hulk
with
Hogan.
it. You look good with it. Your leathery Hogan
hide.
skin.
Then there is another potion called an Elixir of Hiding, which after being drunk, gives plus 10 to hide checks.
Okay, potion of hiding.
It's actually called an Elixir of Hiding. You can call it potion
Plus
of hiding.
10. Okay.
You can call it hiding juice.
Hiding juice.
But you drink it and then get plus 10 to your skill check for hiding. And finally, you see a pair of braces like wrist guards.
I have a pair of wrist
are
guards.
these are braces of armor plus 4.
Ooh.
So whoever
Nice.
wears them adds plus 4 to their AC. So I would suggest giving it to whoever has the lowest AC.
I
Basically.
kind of want it.
Because, well, here's the thing: they don't count as weight for armor. So if you're someone who doesn't or can't wear, metal or upgrade your armor, this is ideal, right? But I think we've already done that with items. So ultimately, it's up to you guys. So why don't you discuss the items that you've got now while I just turn to the random tables for the next things.
Okay,
you find.
listen. I have AC 18, but I'm gonna point out Manto has AC 16,
Could
and
he
he would
wear
look.
braces?
He would look.
He cannot wear the
fantastic.
braces, unfortunately.
Oh, we could put it on his tail.
I have AC 17, the lowest. So I'm going to put those bad boys on.
Is your AC the lowest at 17? Okay, and you have no other magical gloves or braces in that slot, so to speak, right?
Nothing.
Okay, if the rest of the party agree, that would bring your AC to 21, right? If the rest of the party agree.
And they do.
Well, I was thinking I could take them because I already have some braces plus 2 and I could give them to someone else and then that would put my AC up to 22 and then someone could have my plus 2 braces.
I could take him, then I have an AC of 26. I would be virtually unstoppable.
Okay, but I do have the lowest AC. I kind of want something to
Yeah, take it.
bring
Don't
that
worry
up
about
there.
it.
Look at this, Garrick. I kick over the chest and I just dump all the coins everywhere. This means nothing to me.
I scramble around and I pick up the coins as they
We'll
go
take you
off.
to the bank. We'll
Okay.
go back to town.
Sorry guys, as you kick over the chest, more items fall out. Everyone is going to get a medium item, but randomly generated, accepted for the good or the bad. So let's roll the dice to see what type of item, what category it is first.
Well, I couldn't read a spell scroll anyway.
It's page 216.
Oh, I rolled the 00, which is 10.
No, 2 zeros is
Zero.
100. That's
Oh.
the best possible
Oh.
roll.
No. She got a 0. She rolled a 4.
A 00, yeah.
0 plus 4.
Oh, you didn't. Okay, you didn't roll all zeros, right?
No.
Right.
Oh, so that's like the worst possible roll. No,
I mean, she rolled a 400. She rolled a 400.
actually, it's not, because here's the thing: for the categories, it's not. It's just the category. There isn't any sort of like high or lower power. From 1 to 10. This is, by the way, nerds, including myself. This is table 7.1 in the 3.5 Dungeon Master's Guide on page 216. From 1 to 10 is armor and shields, and luckily the table for that is right next to me, so it's medium. So roll that dice again.
one snake eye. No, not snake eyes.
That's bad. That's a low roll.
I got the 10 this time and a 4 again.
So 14.
14, okay.
You find a shield.
Not very nice of
You find a steel shield plus 2, and you use a two-handed weapon usually. By the way, when you all know what yours are, you could trade.
You know this guy. This guy uses shields.
I guess, yeah.
I already have one.
Is it also +2?
Is it a plus 2 shield? Magic shield?
What's that thing they say about gift horses
It is.
and
It's
mouths?
I think we all heard that Garrick does not want this item no matter what the outcome, right? I think that was the tone implied. I already got one, aggressively.
It was a bit...
geez. Calm down.
Don't ever put a gift in a horse's mouth.
Since Garrick doesn't want it, I'm going to have Manto sit on it and just push him around the room like a sled.
It's a dog sled plus 2.
That must make a horrible noise.
Okay, let's move to Billicus. Roll the percentile dice.
50.
It is rods.
Yeah, tell us about your rod, Billicus.
Don't mind if I do.
Go on.
Am I rolling again?
No, you're waiting for the DM to find the secondary table for rods.
92.
Wow. It's called Rod of the Viper. How fitting.
Wow, look at that.
How fitting. This rod strikes as a plus 2 heavy mace. Once per day, upon command, the head of the rod becomes that of an actual serpent for 10 minutes. During this period, any successful strike with the rod deals its usual damage and also poisons the creature hit. The poison deals 1d10 points of constitution damage immediately. And the difficulty class is 14. I'll recap in a minute.
All right.
And another 1d10 points of constitution damage per 1 minute later, which means they'll end up with permanent negative hit points during the fight.
This is a really complicated rod.
It seems fitting.
There's a problem. This rod only functions if its possessor is evil.
Well, fuck.
Dun, dun, dun.
But I've got something else to tell you. Do you want to know the market price for this rod? 19,000 gold pieces.
19,000 gold pieces that
However-
I'm never going to use.
However, this is the thing. Valuable magic items are worth lots to various NPCs, lords, rulers, and magicians, and you may be able to, trade it off for something practical during an adventure, for example.
I take the evil mace and I wave it in Garrick's face.
It's a
I
rod.
shriek.
It's a rod.
Alright, the
It's an
evil-
iron rod.
I wave my rod in Garrick's face.
You do
I
that.
stop shrieking.
Hjani, roll the percentile dice.
All right. 88?
88. That is wondrous items, like the miscellaneous ones. Medium wondrous items. Roll again. Higher the better.
79?
Wow. And look, every number is a different item on this
Oh,
table.
jeez.
Ooh.
So 79 is an Amulet of Mighty Fists plus 2.
Amulet of Mighty Fists plus 2.
This amulet grants an enhancement bonus of +1 to +5, well in this case it's +2, on attack and damage rolls with unarmed attacks and natural weapons.
So if I start punching people, this will be useful.
This will give you +2 to hit and damage.
Dang. Okay. I guess
And-
I get to punch people more.
I'll give it to Billicus.
And it also means that your unarmed attacks will work against people with magical armor and special protections now as well. People who are usually unhurt by unarmed attacks. This puts you in the category of people who can use unarmed attacks well.
Nice.
And finally,
Will
Garrick,
this work for Billicus?
if Gorillicus wears the amulet, yes it will, because it's technically you in wild shape.
But wouldn't I have to throw you the amulet so it doesn't get absorbed into your clothing?
Or you can just give it to me and then...
Or you could trade it, but you have the evil unusable. Let's talk about this later. First of all, let's finally go to Garrick. And Garrick,
Finally.
roll those dice.
86.
86 is also wondrous items.
Wonderful.
Hang on.
Wondrous.
And roll medium wondrous items on page 249. Go.
50.
Oh my god. You've lucked out. Belt of giant strength +4.
Nice.
I have a feeling if that gives +4 to strength, you've really lucked out. I don't want to sound like a DM who hates it when players do well, but I am. Let's.
That's what you truly are.
Did I say belt?
Yes.
It's funny in the old version 1, version 2 TSR days, it was called girdle of giant strength.
We can make it a girdle.
Yeah, we could do, but I'll
Cummerbund,
just
maybe?
Yeah. Cummerbund of sash of silk sash of giant strength. Underwear of giant strength. This
the,
wide belt is
corset.
made of thick leather studded with iron. The belt adds to the wearer's strength score in the form of an enhancement bonus of, in this case, +4. Wow. So when you wear this, your strength becomes what?
I have a current strength of 18, +4 would be 22.
Okay, now, in the player's handbook, let me look up what 22 is. It might even be as high as a...
+6.
It's like
+6
a giant.
if it's the next one up. Yeah, it's almost like giant strength when you wear the belt of giant strength. Billicus, well spotted.
It's exactly what a giant has, right? Is 22.
So if you wore this and your strength was 22 while wearing this, which you wear all the time, of course, that would mean your ability modifier for strength would be +6, which would affect your melee attacks.
Nice, good
That
job.
sounds like a plan.
So you're keeping that one.
I'm just saying, I have a shield of +4, and my strength is only 16.
How
Yeah,
did I
but-
get to +4?
You were all sarcastic to Garrick before, so now you're all going to pay the price. No, it's a what it is. It's a shield +2 actually, but metal shields give you +2 to your AC,
Okay.
so it gives you +4 in total. But it's a shield +2. So it would make your strength 22, right? So you would get then a +6 from 18, so you'd get an extra +2 onto hits and damage and melee.
Can I carry 2 shields, DM?
No.
But mine has a crudely scribbled symbol of my god on it.
You can crudely scribble another symbol.
Okay, let's. I want to move things on. So let's be clear: the braces +4 are going to Seyda in return for the braces +2.
Yep.
So my AC is going down 2 to 19 now.
Take the shield as well and swap your shields
All
out.
right, I take the shield. I don't know where to put it.
No, you just replace your old one with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a magic shield +2.
So now you've got +6.
So now, actually, see,
What happened?
it means your AC didn't change.
so many numbers. What just happened?
We'll
Nothing.
figure it out later.
Basically nothing.
Basically, every listener who's following this knows exactly what happened and is just raging at you guys now. So let's.
I'm having a stroke. Okay.
I'm keeping my Amulet of Mighty Fists.
Give me that. I can wear it as Billicus. You
So-
don't punch people anyway.
Garrick, it means
I could.
overall your AC does not change.
Okay.
And your attacks go up +2 to hit and +2 damage. And any of your skills of which the related ability or saving throws, such as Fortitude, is Strength, also gets +2 on them
Actually,
in
you know
between
what?
sessions.
I will take your Viper Rod. I think it matches my little UNT book and Viper statuette collection pretty nicely.
Do we see a plot twist coming up?
I toss it. I toss
All
it
right,
over to her.
here, have my Amulet of Mighty Fists +2.
Hjani
make
was
super
the snake
Gorillicus.
leader after all.
So you're in this study, you're all woken up, you're all leveled up, you found all the treasure. Now in this ongoing quest to find out what's going on in this situation with all these groups undermining the cities and the secret society wars, the UNT, you found the secret society of the snake headquarters. You found it's run by UNT, the snake race. But however, one major piece of this puzzle has not been found yet.
Hanna.
Yeah, Hanna Hallswift. What geographical information do you have regarding her historically?
We knew about her village.
It's now a town with a different name, right?
3 Rivers.
3 Rivers. So presumably the next part is a road trip to 3... Hjani, give yourself a 200 XP bonus.
3 Rivers.
Too late.
4 rivers.